card. One of them is the Horseman and Fairworld for 3-year-old fillies with a purse of $34,300. It's a mile pace, and we have an outstanding field going postward, a field of 8. Number 1 in the field is Silent Lisa, owned by Malcolm Johnston. Joe O'Brien is the driver.
Silent Lisa, I really don't think belongs in the field, Tom. Did not race as a 2-year-old, has only had 16 starts this year, has picked up 4 wins racing against much lesser company.
Number 2 is Webb, Danville, and Randall's Dee Skipper, the driver Charles Clark.
Dee Skipper is a full sister to Din Skipper, a very tough race mare in this part of the country for many years. And this filly has been postward 25 times this year, has been not back of 3rd, but in 5 of those starts.
Scoring from post position 3 is Rosarium, owned by L.C. Berger and Clint Galbraith. Clint Galbraith is the driver.
If bloodlines mean anything, Rosarium should be a world champion, just like her big brother. The fastest standardbred of all time, Niatros Rosarium, is his full sister.
Number 4 is the filly that made history by winning the Little Brown Jug. That's Fan Hanover, shooting perhaps for a Horse of the Year title today, owned by J. Glen Brown, the driver Glen Garnsey.
Fan Hanover has been unstoppable. If this filly minds her manners and stays on gate, there'll be very little in this field that can touch her.
Number 5, Carol Hanover, owned by the Millstream Farm. Bill Popfinger, the driver.
Carol Hanover was a very impressive 2-year-old, raced with the best of them in the country last year and beat them a lot of times. This year, Carol's been having problems and is not as strong as she was during her 2-year-old season.
In number 6 is the Stoder Creek Studs Watering Can, Stanley Dancer in the sulky.
This is the best 3-year-old filly in the country when Fan Hanover isn't around.
Number 7, Loose News, owned by Warren and Irving Flicker, Harold Dancer Jr., the driver.
Tom, when they turn into the home stretch, just take an eye and look for Loose News. This filly you could not find with a search warrant in the first heat here last week, and she was absolutely flying and gaining ground on Fan Hanover. She could be tough.
And completing the field for the Horseman in Fairworld is number 8, Liberated Angel, owned by Marguerite Forrest. The driver is Ed Lohmeyer.
Liberated Angel has a liking for this Red Mile racetrack, took a record of 56-4 here last year, and she can be best. And if this is Liberated Angel's day, she could be right there.
These 3-year-old filly pacers now line up behind the gate for the first heat of the Horseman in Fairworld. The race to be contested in 2 heats. The purse $34,300. For 3-year-old filly is a mile pace. We have a field of 8. And as you might expect, Fan Hanover, first filly to win Little Brown Jug, is the 1-5 favorite. Here they come, the first heat of the Horseman in Fairworld. Carl Becker with the call.
They're off and pacing. Watering Can on the outside. Between them, Rosarium. Off stride along the rail, Silent Lisa. Out third is Dee Skipper as they sweep into the first turn, and pacing fillies are rolling as they drive toward the quarter. Rosarium up on the outside to take command. Dee Skipper second. Watering Can third. Along the rail, Fan Hanover fourth. Carol Hanover 5. 6, Loose News. 7, Liberated Angel. And trailing after break, Silent Lisa as that field drives toward the quarter-mile mark. And there goes Watering Can gunning toward the front. Watering Can takes over at the quarter. They're there 28-1/5. They're on the backstretch. Watering Can takes over by a length and a half. Second, Rosarium. Third along the rail, Dee Skipper. Racing 4, Fan Hanover. 5, Carol Hanover. 6 is Loose News. 7, Liberated Angel. Trailing is Silent Lisa, and there goes Fan driving to the outside. Fan Hanover racing right now toward the front as they head toward the half-mile mark. Watering Can leads at Fan Hanover, challenging back and neck. Now ahead. Now Fan Hanover takes over. She leads by a length and a half. Second is Watering Can at the half. Third, Rosarium. 4 past that mark is Dee Skipper, the half, 57-3. They're racing in the upper turn. Fan Hanover leads it. Second is Watering Can. Third, Rosarium. Racing 4, Dee Skipper. 5, Carol Hanover. 6 on the outside, Liberated Angel. 7 along the rail, Loose News. And trailing is Silent Lisa as they drive toward the 3/4. And Rosarium has eased to the outside and moving up. They're past the draw gate. Fan Hanover coming on Rosarium. Along the rail, racing third is Watering Can. They're at the 3/4. At that station 128, they turn for home. Inside, Fan Hanover coming on Rosarium. On the inside, Watering Can needs racing room, locked in tight third. Carol Hanover fourth on the outside, moving up. Racing fifth along the rail, Loose News, and now Dee Skipper is fifth. Loose News is fourth as they drive for home. Coming on Liberated Angel on the outside. Fan Hanover, Carol Hanover, Watering Can. Fan Hanover, Watering Can. Fan Hanover is going to win it. Watering Can second by a length. Carol Hanover was third. third in 1:55 3/5. 55 and 3.
As expected, Fan Hanover coming on, taking the lead on the backstretch, and here we see the stretch run again, Kevin.
You can see that Stanley Dancer has the utmost respect for Glen Garnsey's little pacing filly, Fan Hanover. He was willing to set in her back until they reached deep stretch and then try to get her, and he just didn't have enough great filly to catch Fan Hanover.
So Fan Hanover, winner of the first heat of the Horseman and Fair World, the final time, 1 minute, 55 and 3/5.